Eversley youth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that had to go up about 5 times, 6 times higher than that. Yeah. So, how do I pull that up and down until it gets real tight? Oh, small man.
God, boy. Chest, boy. How you doing there?
Now, don't mind that thing and that there. You go ahead.
Is that a little cough?
Youth, small man, you're sick.
No,
So
me
you
sick.
take a COVID test?
COVID test? What COVID? I don't COVID, no. What
Small
COVID
man, you
test?
can't be coughing so long.
Nah.
I had a point. It's a good thing I always have mask on me. Watch out.
I have to start coughing.
What you taking for that cough? What you taking?
I think I Panadol the other day.
Yeah, what? I have bush in this yard.
Bush?
That could fix you on that cough.
My grandma messed up with them bush thing. I don't want them bush thing, man. I don't like them thing, boy. Nah.
But me forcing you, you know. I could only try to help you. I only could try to help
There
you.
is too much green thing in my system. Why I gonna do with all them green thing?
I can't force you, but I can only try to educate you on it because I know I had thing in this yard. For that cough you coughing
That
in.
could help
I
me?
have bush. I have Zeba Peak.
Zeba Peak?
Zeba Peak. You ever hear about that?
I hear about it.
Right, I had that here. You
So
understand?
that could help me with
That
it.
will help you with that. Right?
So,
Hear what?
Just
Hear what?
one. Just one.
Hear what? Let me go and get some Zeba Peak there for you.
Alright.
Zeba
If it
Peak.
could help.
Zeba Peak is the boss.
Well, show me where it is.
Come this way. Let me show you what Zeba Peak is.
1 day later.
Masika.
Hey, youth,
How you going? How you going?
I say, what now?
That thing you gave me yesterday, it really work for me. It really helped me.
I realize you ain't coughing.
Nah, I ain't coughing at all. I ain't coughing work. I ain't cough home. I sleep like a baby. It really work for me. I need to know more about these.
Boy, you gotta have confidence in the plant medicine because that is what we had before all this at a doctor thing and it is work.
Yeah.
But they have people interested in learning about this thing, boy. I wish I had.
Interested.
You interested?
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm really interested.
What you want to learn? What you want to learn?
I want to know the names and what it is used for. Coughing.
Well, you see, okay, here what? You see this one here? What I gave you yesterday for your cough is this.
What is that?
Zeba Peak, they call this. This is the highest order of herbs, right? It have Christmas bush, 3 bush again. Christmas bush, Zeba Peak. Watch them go there now because you're going to have to. Hold this. This is Christmas bush.
Christmas bush.
Zeba Peak, but it's growing out now. The leaves just be normally big. You see it making flowers? That's when it's growing out. It gets small. And right here we have cereal. I gave you the cereal flowers. Right? I ain't had no more flowers, but watch the leaves. Watch the leaves how it make up.
So it's 3 of this help me?
And you have no more cough.
Nah, man. This real good. This real good.
Yeah. But it have plenty other plants in this yard that good for that same cough and cold where you had there, where you was coughing yesterday. I say it's cough in your eye.
No, that's a slight cough.
Yeah. But look at this one, Tonera. In Jamaica they call this Rambo Dash Along. We call it just Tonera in Trinidad. I didn't. There's use that for cough and thing too. If I did stick that in it, you understand?
So these are bomb here.
Right it.
With 3 others.
Yes.
Nice.
So we could walk around this yard and I could show you in details a lot of plants. Common. Yeah, I don't know. What people just walk on and just cut every day and himself know is medicinal.
Like sea pepper and them would just be going in the road and thing.
I ain't want to get into that sea pepper thing here. You see that sea because I real brethren walking sea pepper. I ain't want to see hear me talking about sea pepper. This plant. We just take this. Youth. Sore throat. Chew it. Detagine. We just call it small time.
But there's no way they just season with?
Yeah? But it's medicinal. And if you taste it, it's real minty and nice. Right? You can try a leaf. Don't do like me and take a big piece. Try one little leaf. It's minty.
Yeah.
Guinea. Right? Guinea tea. Patois, Guinea tea.
Guinea tea.
Yeah. Tea of Guinea. Right? So, we have Guenamba Fei. Look at this. Gwen Amber Fei saying seed under leaf.
Because it's small seed.
You seen it under there?
Yeah.
Seed under leaf. This kidney stone, gallstone, high blood pressure, diabetes. These is herbs for that them thing.
Oh,
You understand?
So all these things you just listed, this plant good for that.
You understand? But people they know, and people that be just cutting down them thing. It have a next one they call mini root, what it is used with this. Now mini root is how in Patois we call it tea patat. Little potato. It has like cassava under it. When you pull it up, look at that some here. Right? You see this?
Mini root.
Mini root. Tea patat. What I figure? I ain't getting them up, but you should know this, man. This common all about. It ain't coming out. And it is be a little seed. When you pour water in your hand and you think it is pop in your hand. The Jamaicans just call it duppy gun. You call it fire enough like it bursts in your hand like a little bomb. Once you pour water in it. So, yeah. So when it flowers, I will make sure you are around to see that.
Right.
Then we have patche.
Patche.
Patche. Right? If you look at this, it's like a dog paw. Patche, pat in patois is paw and chien is dog. So patche, right? This is a close relative to cause mahu, right? Used for the same things as cause mahu. Down the line, this is kojo root. It has some place they call it guinea hen weed. I think in Jamaica, they call it gully root. They call it anamu. They call it garlic bush.
Garlic bush.
Yeah, because if you crush it up, the root and the leaf, it have a real garlicky smell. It smells like garlic, right? We just browsing through them bush quick, you know.
Yeah.
Look, we have here tunera. Right. This here is a plant called tunera. A lot of people have it in their yard as a flowers plant. It like in one of the morning glories. It open bright and nice, and by midday the flowers drop. So we call it morning glory, all of that. But that too is bush medicine. It have a nice high smell. Bring that and smell that.
Yeah.
We have malome. Right. This is malome. In English, they call it milkweed. If you break the leaf, so have a set of milk this come. Yeah, we just use this to raise your blood count. If you think your fighter cells, for like chikungunya and them thing.
Yeah.
Even asthma, well, this asthma weed they just call it too.
Right.
And you see, if you have, some people have little warts and thing growing, they just break it.
Take the milk.
And let the milk go on it. And you do that for some days, and it just kill the wart.
Alright.
Yep. Right. We have here. Look at this little one. This, people think this is a pest. This growing all on concrete. We call this Dite betelmi. Right? I ain't know the English name for it. Right?
But it look like grass.
Yeah, but it's not grass. No, up long time when a girl like teenage girl and thing, and the old people find it, they say them girl hot boy. They say give them this to tone them down, to cool them down, to keep them in line, so they ain't go all about and do anything now. Yeah, this bush, this is vervine. Now vervine is an important plant. Vervine for ladies that have babies and thing. This is help increase milk flow in case sometimes people have enough milk. You drink this for lactating mothers, more milk, baby get more milk, fat baby, right? Also too, for your liver, because there's uses for luta. Break off.
That thing on your skin?
Yeah, that white thing on your skin. You don't go wear it. Well, you had to get black luta. Right? Just crush it. Just so they just use wild senna. It have a bush called wild senna. They just use it the same way too. That salt, and you ting it up. You rub it up. Now when you're rubbing herbs, when you're crushing herbs, it have a way to do it. You doesn't do it like vex.
Yeah.
You have to do it with a certain amount of reference. and thing, and let it gradually get the heat from your hand. And once you're doing that, it'll start to let go the juices, right, with a little salt. And you take that and you just rub on the lotus spots. And also you could drink it too, so you're fighting it inside and outside. Because it's a bush for your liver, and luta is a liver problem. Right. The doctors and them say. Right, so we're moving on. Look, and this I really have no yard, you know, it's a small space, but I try to have little herbs. This is olive. This plant is a plant called olive, right? Olive. This is my tea most mornings, right? From small, our grandmother used to give me olive tea.
Olive tea.
Olive and soursop, right? Now, olive for kidney problem, maintaining healthy kidneys and thing. This is a plant for that. Cough, cold. So you see how much plants I could give you for your cough?
Real plenty.
Real, because each one of these I call here could have worked for cough too, but I gave you the best.
Right.
I gave you Zaba Peak, I gave you Christmas bush, and I gave you cereal. Cereal has been their main cough medicine, but this is olive. Everybody, I plant this olive tree by the road so people could come and pick medicine. They had to call me, I let them know that this is for people.
So the tree was really big because I
I cut out the top because the tree was higher up. And I cut out the top, but it doesn't never really die, so it will keep springing and you get fresh leaves. Right? So olive bush is a good thing you learn in bush medicine, you know, because it ain't how much youths doing that. Watch this one, youth. This is a plant we call tulsi. Yes, it's well related to the basil, right? It's a sacred plant to the Hindus and they, right? They call it holy basil. Yeah, we call it tulsi, anything. Smell it, you're smelling that? Smell it?
Yeah, man.
Make nice tea. Good medicinal.
Good.
We use it for earache. Like if your ear hurting and thing, you rub up the leaf and you squeeze the juice, and you use the same leaf for your rub up, and you plug the air so the juice wouldn't run out.
Oh.
And that is it for your earache there when you have pain in the ears and things. So, tulsi. You come this way. Come on. There's some plant here I will show you. Right. This is an indigenous plant. In Trinidad here we call this Nigerian bitter leaf. Right? They say, no, it's very bitter. They say you throw 2 leaves at this on a daily basis to maintain a healthy body general, to give you energy for your kidney, for your liver. You understand? I just take 2 leaves of this every morning. So I would take my dose now. Right, so we have a herb here called carpenter grass. Bois charpentier patois is carpenter grass, bois charpentier. Right? Let's use this for babies with the cold because it is a mild thing. It ain't rough like it because you ain't gonna get a baby zebra peak.
Right.
You understand? Let's give babies carpenter grass. Let's give babies shining bush. And these mild things. Right? Now, the indigenous people used to make a snuff with this carpenter grass. It was with some other herbs, but it was one of the main ingredients in it. Right? And if you rub up this, it have a way that your hand always keep going to your nose to get that smell all the time. It have a nice and is a lasting smell. It will stay. Sometimes you wash your hand till in the night, and it's very mild. It's not a very thing, but it's dear. And you just want to keep smelling your hand all the time. But as I down here, one time, it have a next bush right here. I see it look mat root. This here.
This vine here?
Yeah. You see this vine?
Yeah.
If you feel this bitter, the root from that, real bitter.
Oh God.
Yeah, and you see, they just use it in snake medicine. You see the head like the leaf like a mapipi head?
Yeah.
leaf just like a mapipi head. There's here balsam, like a balsam head. That's matroot, right? It is a relative to a bush called treff. I ain't had no treff here. Right, hey, and look at this, I nearly missed this one. This one, we just call this granny coffee. This related to the wild senna, is one of the senna plants, right? Now, they just use this as an aphrodisiac too in some places. Jamaica, Tobago, they call it dandelion. But it's not the true dandelion, because dandelion means the lion teeth. It's a little bush that's grow on the ground in Canada and in the States and thing, right? So we had to know, although they're calling things different names, we had to know the names and know the plants, right? But know which is the real ones, right? We just call this granny coffee in Trinidad. In Jamaica they call it dandelion, right? But it's related to senna, right? It would if you're constipated, you could take the top with the flowers and boil and drink too, and it will work. But hey, look inside here. It has some little shining bush hanging out here. You see these? This, they just give babies this for gripe. They just give baby this for tea to make them sleep and thing. And you could eat it just so. It just tastes like water crystals. Yeah, just like it minty like water crystals. And for big people, sore throat. If you have sore throat, you eat shining bush just so. You could wash it, you can have it at the salad, like at the side of your food when you're eating. You have nice shining bush. It's not a bad taste. It have plenty thing out here, you know, people there know youth. And plenty thing people there want to know. You see like how you say you're interested there? Yeah. Look at, in half an hour, a little time, look at how much thing you know there. But it has some more across so. Yeah, youth, it has some other plants across so. I'll just show you them there. Hey, this noonie hiding in the corner here, watch this plant, noonie. This is a small noonie plant. No. We never used to call this noonie until in the 90s. They started to talk about this noonie thing from Hawaii and thing. But we never used to drink this neither. We used to use the leaf, the yellow leaves, and soak it in bay rum or rubbing alcohol or mentholated spirit and sap your joints with it. We used to call this pain bush, painkiller, pain bush. And it just kill pain and it just work real good. People with arthritis and thing. Is this what we used to use? Right? We never used to drink it. It's only in the 90s we started to drink that and all kind of thing, and they say it's very medicinal, but the way how we used to use it in Trinidad here is the leaf. The yellow leaves, you pick the leaves when it's yellowing, cut it up, put it in a ketchup bottle or a bottle, throw bay rum on it. Let it sit down there for a week or something, and then you use it and you start a sap. Yeah. So let me go across. I have some more plants across there. Watch now. Right. It has some more herbs here. I would really like you to see it. Okay. Here we have Zeblo. It have two types here. It has the red one and the green one. See it? Now, they just use this for diabetes, high blood pressure. They just use this for insect bite or sore and thing on your skin. Yeah, right. Just as how you just use Congo Lala too, right? Hold this. Remember that in English we call it watergrass. Yeah, that common. We just rub up all these bush and then we just sting them like that and get the liquid out of it. And that's why you just use insect bite here and thing. You could rub that on it. Itching, you have a wound, a cut, right? That is so that is watergrass. I'm looking for, oh yes, Bodite. Everybody know this as big time, right? The season you fish and your meat. Actually, this preserved meat, people don't know that, eh? Some people don't like it because they say the seasoning does get blacky, right? But actually, it's a preservative. It is preserved, and this comes straight out of the African continent. When you research it, you realize straight out of there it come from. But it is preserved meat. You're going to refrigerate, right? And your meat will be good. We just drink this for cough, for cool. We just drink this. The leaves, you can chew it. You ain't have to drink it, you could chew it too. I ain't gonna chew this because I chew bitter leaf and the mouth tasting real nice. The mouth tasting, I don't wanna mash up the bitter leaf taste.
Right.
Tasting real nice. So in Patois we call it wo dite. They call it normally big time. Okay, you to sure you know this one. This plant. Tell me if you know this plant and what you know about it. What you know about this?
I know about this one. My grandmother tell me to heat this leaf and put it on your foot.
Okay. For pain and thing too.
And arthritis.
And sprain, especially inflammation. But as children, here what we used to do with this, we used to put this in the book. And it would make one set of root and start to grow in your book.
In your book.
Right. This though dead so. Right. In some places they call it the leaf of life because it can't dead. Because even if I throw this leaf there, that would make about 10 plants from that one leaf. All around the edge. All here so would make plants.
Roots, right.
Plants all around here. So they call this leaf of life. We call it wonder the world. Right? We just eat this just like that too. Just like that. They say to build your immune system. Right? In Trinidad here, we just use it for inflammation, sprain and strain and arthritis and all. But in other places, they just eat it. It is good in salad and all kind of thing. It have plenty things about the same plants we have here, how it's used in different places. So this is why sometimes we have to know the botanical name, right? So that you could be able to research the plant and see how it's being used other places other than in we little circle here.
Right.
You understand? Because it's wide. And the way we might know to use it here might be just a drop in the ocean. Right? Okay, look at this plant. You ever see this plant before?
Yeah, I see that plant before.
Well, you know anything about it?
And it looked like a nice plant. But
like a house plant?
Yeah, like a house plant.
Yeah, and as I say, most of we house plants too in different places, medicinal plant. But this is a plant we just call bong plant or rayo. We just call this rayo. People just plant this on their boundary because they say it's a plant that gives protection. Right? It's a protective plant. People just use it in baths. It have the green one, it have the red one. This is a small kind of ornamental one. It have the bigger ones. Right? In like Hawaii and them places, they just use this to make the skirt, the skirt, the leaf skirts what else have one.
Yeah.
It's the bigger ones that this that is used. The root of this it have a way that is process it in with heat and make a sugar with it. We don't even know that in Trinidad. Right? But what we just use it for is protection because they say lightning attracted to this plant. So that's why they just plant it on their boundary and by their house so that lightning would more hit that instead of your house. This is like a conductor of lightning. Give protection. Call it bong plant. Yes, so it's not just medicine is not just about all what you're taking. It wide. It's wider than that. Your protection and all of that too. So and the herbs spread out to all day. Okay, this bush is one of my favorite tea.
What's the name of it?
This we call this Santa Maria or Tuatas. Tuatas, meaning 3 cups. I don't know the old people in the wisdom why they call it that, but maybe it's so nice. Maybe you can't drink 1 cup. You have to drink 3 cups, right? So, and as children, we drink this every night. Santa Maria. Smell it like mint. It's minty.
Yeah.
Why so glad that our youths interested? Is there anybody else like you, why?
I don't know, we have to find them.
Boy, that is a task. People just all them is bush, them and say, oh, like bush, try to cut down, right? So, but Santa Maria is a real, watch the seeds on it, look how it is. I want you to look at it good enough because remember,
seeds,
yeah, and the flowers and the seed, because you had to be able to know it again when you see it. And an important part in knowing bush is this. You see that? By how, beside how it look, you see this?
Smells.
Because a lot of bushes look the same. It's only when you do so, you know the difference. You smell it. You had to be familiar with the scent of the bush. Yeah, watch out this one, small man. This look like any plant, you know?
Nah, not really.
Does it look like neem? You know neem?
Ah,
you know
yes.
But if you smell it, you will know it's not neem.
Nah, and the leaf are a little smaller too.
That's right. It's curry leaf. We call it curry pule, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the flavor in the curry, right? The yellow is the saffron, the body is the saffron, but this in the curry, when sometimes you buy a pack of curry and you see leaves in it, there's it. There's the curry leaf, right? We just drink it too for tea, you know. Although the scent strong, when you boil it with like jerry toot or everything, it is flavored real nice. Real nice. Yeah. So this curry leaf. Remember that it's not neem and it is make a nice seed too. Watch. It is make a seed and it is grow from that seed. When the seed drop, it is grow. Right? So I could make a two plant for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested.
Yeah, interested.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Fever grass. Watch now. When we was in COVID, everybody hunting for fever grass. They want fever grass. They want bovine. So I had more fever grass than this year. I had stools in front here so that nobody had to call me. That is for people. No. I know you know fever grass because it's a common bush. Smell that. Smell. It's like lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real soothing. Yeah. So watch. We just take a nice bundle of that. Rub it like this. See that? You rub it like this so. And you put it to boil. And you make tea with that. But most times we just use it with other bush. So you look like 3 bush. Fever grass. Jerry toot. We go use bovine or fever grass, jerry toot, olive, right? And yeah, so that is about the bush I have in my yard today, right? Me I have much, right? But on the outside they have real bush. I know them, and if you willing, you could learn them too.
Hello, Masika, good evening.
Good day, brother. What now?
How you doing? Are you alright? I come to ask you a favor, you know. I come to ask you to fix this drum for me because my fee's coming up and my class sent me by you.
Consider that done.
Well, that's a blessing because you're out of the country now.
Okay.
You have a plant I want for my church, you know.
Which plant?
The olive bush.
Oh, hey, I planted that by the road so that people could pick medicine when they're passing, a fever grass, or all kind of thing. I planted by the road for all you.
I'm glad to know that.
I was just teaching our youth here about plants. Say, small man, come. You see?
Good evening.
These are
I am
youth man.
Sangokemi. Petunia.
You know how long somebody come and tell me they're interested in plants, we local plant, what it is called bush? He said he interested, so I so glad. I started to walk this whole yard with him and show he all kind of bush and how to make plants for him. But, while you talk about that, I walk in so, hold this, right? You remember what plant is that? Right, Twatas. Right. Santa Maria. Watch out. You go make it though. You go make. I'm going to pull this drum because I have a busy evening.
I know how it is. Thanks, King.
We go talk.
Well, King, pull a chair. Let me sit down and reason.